Welcome to a deep dive into the Nissan Connect infotainment system in the 2020 Nissan Sentra. Now this is a top-of-the-line SR Platinum, and as such, we have an 8-inch touchscreen running Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. If you opt for the base Sentra, you do not get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and you only get a 7-inch touchscreen. So I recommend going up just a little bit. Now the system's pretty simple, it's really easy to use, even though it is missing one key component, but we will get back to that. For now, I would like to show you the home screen, and what I dig about this is that it is customizable. I can put whatever I want on this home screen. So I can click on Customize Home Menu. Let me see, my audio's there now. I would like to use my phone instead. Yes, you can replace. We'll go to shortcuts. I already have Sirius XM and FM, so let's put Bluetooth audio there. Boom, that's gonna be there. Go back to my home screen, and then I've got all of my favorites are right there waiting for me on that home screen. Now along here, along the bottom are some hard buttons, but I've also got buttons here along the bottom of my screen. So I'm gonna click on phone. This is where you would connect your phone via Bluetooth. I did it earlier, it took about 5 seconds. It was super easy, no problems whatsoever. When you click on audio, there's a lot of information here, right? But I really like that it's all on one screen and there's not a lot of menus or submenus to go back and forth with. I've got a button here for source, which gives me a menu of AM, FM, Sirius, all of those things. But when I go back, you'll notice I also have that along the bottom here as well. On my Sirius XM menu, I do like that I've got a direct tune button, because if I'm on, like, let's say channel 33 and I want to go to 311, this way I can just put it in there and I don't have to manually scroll through all of those channels, right? One thing that I kind of dig is I've got a little weather favorite button here, but I've also got a little sports button. So I can keep up with all of my favorite teams. So the Niners, they're going to be in the Super Bowl. So let's make sure we don't miss that game. Go down here, San Francisco 49ers. So now whenever the Niners are playing, I'm going to get alert on the radio so that I don't miss a single game. Go Niners! All right, so going back here to the audio, back. There we go. Along here are all of my presets, and what I totally dig is there are 18 of them. So really you can have a lot of favorites. And I like that I've got the icons of the radio stations and not just the numbers, because sometimes it's easier to recognize those icons. Occasionally when I press these buttons, I don't get a response right away, but probably 90% of the time it's been pretty good. So I can go back here to my menu. Let's click on connections and check it out. I got a Wi-Fi hotspot. It's good for up to 5 people. And this is really good when you're out in the middle of nowhere because your car's got a bigger antenna than your phone. So sometimes your phone isn't getting reception, but the car will. So you can still keep connected while on the road by using this Wi-Fi hotspot. When I go in here to settings, here's where I can really dial down into the Nissan Connect system and make it work exactly how I want. So I can balance the sound on my stereo. I can go back here and do volumes and beeps depending on if I want it really loud or really soft. So here is where you're going to really make your system work exactly for you. Now you might have noticed that I didn't talk about navigation. It's because there is no embedded navigation. And frankly, that is a good thing. I mean, manufacturers have not been really great at their navigation systems. And this has got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And I guarantee you that Google Maps and Waze and Apple Maps are going to be 100 times better than what you would find in here natively. So I think it's a really good move on Nissan's part. So on the whole, I really like the Nissan Connect system in the 2020 Sentra. It's pretty easy to use, the graphics are pretty good, the screen might be a little less responsive than I want it to be, but it is a huge improvement over the past generation. Now if you want to see a full video review of the 2020 Sentra, you can just click right there, we've got it for you, and I've got written review plus pictures over on theroadshow.com. And hey, if you're looking for all of these infotainment system reviews, you know we've got you covered right here on the YouTubes, so be sure to like and subscribe.